In this new video, I'm going to give you a quick overview of my Studer tape machines. As you know, I'm a big fan of Studer, especially their studio tape machines. And I also have a website where I share tips and tricks, and also have a mirror of the original Studer FTP website where you can find all the original technical documentation, service manuals, brochures, etc. Because the original website from Studer is gone now. The link is also in the description of this video. So I have 4 Studer machines. Yes, 4. I'm going to show them in the order in which I purchased them, but coincidentally that happens to be also the order from oldest to newest model. First up is the Studer A80. I purchased it in the summer of 2014. It is the /R version. It was sort of a coincidence, as I was not really looking for one, but when one came onto my path, I could not resist. Somebody said to me, I know someone who refurbishes studio machines and is willing to sell, so I got in touch. This specific A80 comes from a well-known Dutch recording studio, Dureco, where it was a mastering machine. So I got it in a fairly good shape. I still had some problems with it, especially with the motor caps and the motor drive transistors. But once I replaced them, it was eventually working fine again. I also replaced some noisy bearings. It's much quieter now. I still need to replace both spool motor bearings. Later it developed a problem with tape tension and the jittering of the tape tensioners. Some well-known Studer experts then advised me to replace the tension pot, which I did, and now it's all perfect again. Now it has a squeaking sound when braking, so I guess some attention is needed for that. I haven't got around to do that yet. Then, time-wise, there was a whole lot of nothing. Nothing happened Studer-wise. But then around late 2019, someone on Facebook wanted to get rid of a beautiful Studer B67. I got in touch and we came to an agreement. It's a beautiful deck. It is the Mark II version. It originally comes from a home studio somewhere in Germany, and I guess it's still in sort of a mint condition. It was recapped and overhauled by the seller before I got it, and I got to say that he did a brilliant job. It's in perfect shape. Oh, and he calibrated it for per 528. Great. I had it crated and shipped from Germany to the Netherlands. It took quite some time, but in 2021 I finally got it, because of the refurbishment and COVID and other stuff. It has the VU meters built in and it records beautifully. I have on my channel a video where I demonstrate all the capabilities of this deck, so check that out. I will post the link in the description. Then, later in that year that I finally got the B67, in 2021 I learned that there was a Studer A810 for sale from a pro audio repair company here in the Netherlands. They service professional studio gear on site and in their own shop. This Studer A810 had been in their possession for some years now, but I wanted to sell it. So what was I to do? I had just gotten my B67 and now another one. It was a big chance, but it was also very, very expensive. I hesitated for a while and then I bit the bullet and I went for it. A few days before Christmas 2021 it was delivered to my home. It's a nice deck in an original Studer console. It was calibrated for the new LPR90 tape from Recording the Masters. I do not know where it came from, before the repair company got it. I will have to ask them sometime. Anyway, it was of course recapped by them and it was in perfect condition when I got it. If I remember correctly, this unit was manufactured around 1984. Recently I have changed some old Philip caps on the card backplane mainboard. They were still good, but I wanted to change them anyway, because who knows how long they would still be good. And when they fail, I know they explode. Who knows what kind of damage that will cause. And I adjusted the tension a bit because it could be better. So now it is. I have 1 or 2 videos on my YouTube channel of this A810 where I play original Veronica broadcast tapes. And then in January of 2023, a for sale ad was posted on a Dutch tape deck forum for a Studer A807. This A807 was left over from a clearing of a church radio station. The pinch roller had melted, as expected, so it could not be tested if it still worked. But when I went over there, I took a pinch roller from one of my other Studer machines with me and I was able to test it. It worked. So I took it home with me, after I paid of course. The deck was still mint. It also probably never had any service done, although this is the newest deck in all aspects, because it was made in 1992. This deck still needs to be fully recapped as soon as possible. The deck is full of Philips caps and Fraco caps that are just not reliable anymore. Also, I want to keep this deck for another 40 years or longer, so I don't want something failing somewhere in the deck every year. It just has to be perfect. Also, everything has to be on spec. So, I took everything apart, every board, and recapped all with good quality caps. I ordered a special tension roller from Italy, which has ball bearings inside. This guarantees ultra low wow and flutter specs. Also, I noticed that tape tension could be better, so I adjusted that. After that, the jog shuttle worked a lot better. I have played around with the serial interface through which you can control the deck. I have on my channel a video demonstrating the features of this deck, so you might want to check it out. It's working perfectly now and it can play for another 40 years. So this was my demonstration of my 4 Studer machines. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you liked it, maybe you can like the video and maybe subscribe to my channel. In the future there will be more interesting videos for sure. PS, if you have any Studer equipment for sale, please let me know.
Thanks for watching.